Hey guys, I want to find a name for I have a YouTube channel. It's called Mark Isaac Butter Presents. And within that YouTube channel, I want to have sub channels, if you will. And one of those I want to be about TV procedurals. I'd like to give it a unique name. I thought of something like Blue Oak TV blog or something, but then I realized, in this universe, not a lot of unique names anywhere. So I thought I would get a hold of AI. Usually I use Gemini, but not always, and ask what websites, if any, AI websites or otherwise, could give me some unique names based on something I say, like something about flowers or something about wildlife or like that. So, yeah. So let me go work on that. I'm going to record what I say to Gemini. I probably won't record what she says back this time, although I frequently do that, but I think I'll read back to you what she says. Okay, so let me do that. Get over here to Gemini. Well, I use perpetual, what's it called? Perplexity. I use Chat GPT, Copilot, Grok. I don't use Meta very much. Probably ought to try them once more in a while. Dear Gemini, I am writing you because I want to think up a unique name for some of the things I do. I'm going to use this unique name probably early on as a sub channel to my YouTube channel. I'd like it to be a set of 2 or 3 words, two preferably, but three if needed, that are truly unique in the universe, which I know is asking a lot, and have them be about plants or animals. And use a word. One of the third word could be a contrary word to the other two, an absurdist or surrealist word, like we could call it the drunken blue oak tree, which I has as, or the drunken oak tree or something. That's just an example. Or the mentally ill lemur, something with either plants or animals in the title, with one adjective for the plants and animals, and then a third word that is contradictory, surrealist, or absurdist. Do you want to make something up yourself? Do you want me to tell me another website that could help? Do you want to what? Give me some input here. Can you please? Thank you. All right, so I'm going to read you guys her answer, although I think I'll put it in Gmail so I can, once I get it into Gmail, I can increase the size of the font. She gave a very long answer here. I don't know how much, whether I'll read it all or just break it up into 2 or 3 shows, because I know people's attention span is very, very short these days. Very, very, very short. All right. Mm. All right. Let me see here. Gotta, I gotta get this thing put into email. And then, by the way, speaking of email, an unconnected set of events, uh, my Microsoft email apparently is unpaid, so they've suspended it temporarily. And my Yahoo email, now bear in mind I've got 5 or 6 of each, but Yahoo email, one of them, I was told this morning that they got rid of it, deleted it because of non-use. And I didn't even think that was possible. I put a lot of things in there since about 2008, probably, that were attachments that were precious old writings that are now completely gone. It's a good thing I've lost 2 or 3 book length manuscripts over the years, so it's a little bit less painful now. It's like having your brother murdered and then later having your sister murdered, and then later having your cousin murdered. And it's just, this world is just so goddamn cruel.
Well, that's what I have. Can't compete.
That's just a TV show. So I'm trying to get this inbox to open here because I just sent something over here. I got to refresh it to get there it is. Surreal names for your YouTube sub channel is what they called it. So I'm gonna I'm gonna forward this to myself so that I can then, come on, god damn it, Jesus Christ. Why isn't it doing this? So I can increase the font. Thank goodness there is such a thing as being able to increase the font in email. I don't know if it was always there. I don't remember, but sure was freaked out about that Yahoo thing this morning. I got to make sure, I guess I'm going to make a spreadsheet and make sure I sign in and out every 6 months or 3 months or whatever they want. I should try to get some of that done today, but I don't know if I will. All right, so surreal names for your YouTube sub channel. Here are some of the things that Gemini said. It's very long, so I probably won't read it all. All right, I love where your head is at. The best names usually live in the weird friction between science and nonsense. You want something that makes a viewer pause and think, wait, what did I just read? Since you're looking for something truly unique, kind of name that likely doesn't have a registered domain or crowded hashtag, we need to lean into juxtaposition. Here are a few surrealist biology names I've cooked up. Okay, good. Well, that's good. The agoraphobic sequoia, the giant of nature, is somehow afraid of the outdoors. The caffeinated willow, I like that one. That's good. I like that one. Formaldehyde fern, no thank you. Amnesic orchid. The word amnesic, I think, is not, it's a little too. All right, here's what she calls the zoological collection. Insomniac sloth, bureaucratic badger, existential axolotl, geometric grasshopper, truly weird, static electricity moss, submarine dandelion, architecture ant, telepathic truffle, I like that one. So I like telepathic truffle, and and it has the T alliteration. And then I also like this caffeinated willow. So that's good. So let's see here. So telepathic truffle. I think I'll write, maybe the name could be TV's telepathic truffle. How about that? Television's telepathic truffle. That would be good. Let's try that. All right, I'm going to go over to Google and I'm going to put in quotes television's telepathic truffle. Good. And in Google, it says no results containing all your search terms were found. Very nice. Good. We'll use that. All right. So now I'm going to have to create a show or two or three or five that introduce the idea of television's telepathic truffle. Maybe I'll have to do some shows about truffles. I know they're rare and they have to get dug up and all that stuff. So, all right, guys. So let's say in this one, this will be the preamble of the introduction of the phrase TTT3, which will be also known as, or we could say TVTT3, television's telepathic truffle. All right, kids. So that's going to be that one.